Hi guys, welcome to Adam McKola TV. So the transfer window is closed. We're into September now, and there was no last minute deals from Manchester United, at least coming into the club. On the day the window closed, James Weir left on a permanent move to Hull City, and Joel Pereira, a goalkeeper who I think has a very, very bright future, whether that's at Manchester United or elsewhere, made a move to Portuguese side Belenenses. I think I've said that right, on a season-long loan deal. So good luck to both of them lads, and I really do hope Pereira comes back to the club. James Weir, who's been the under-21 captain, has done fantastically for United, but I think it was clear he probably wasn't going to break through into the first team, and best of luck to him. He's there with Will Keane, Mickey Phelan at Hull, and hopefully they do well. But last night, how comfortable was it? How relaxing was it to be able to sit around and watching everyone else run around? Chelsea spunk a load on David Luiz, other clubs, Spurs spunking a lot on Sissoko. While United fans were just sitting there, relaxed, pipe out, maybe hoping for a little signing here or there, but not relying on it, not desperately in need. And that's what Jose Mourinho has done this summer. This summer has been pretty much perfect. Obviously, the Paul Pogba deal dragged on for a little bit, but I think the club, the player, the agent, Juventus, knew what was going on with that, and it kind of just left the public and Twitter to kind of make rumours and discuss it all, and it happened. We got our business wrapped up early. Bailly, Mkhitaryan, Zlatan, all wrapped up very, very early, and we benefited obviously from Jose Mourinho probably knowing he had the job in January and being able to have 6 months where he could just analyse Manchester United's team and see where we needed to improve. But he's done a fantastic job this summer. So hats off to Jose Mourinho, hats off to Ed Woodward. And I think the signings we've made as well are phenomenal. I'm so happy with the signings that we've made. Let's start from the back to the front. Henrikh Mkhitaryan, he's coming. He's probably the one I didn't know much about out of the four. I've seen him a few times, maybe in the big games for Villarreal. Didn't really watch him throughout the season. But he's come here. Jose said he may need a while to settle in, but he has potential. And the guy's hit the ground running. He looks fantastic, and he looks like he's got a great character about him as well. He's getting along with all his teammates. And I genuinely think the boy's a star. He has ability. He's defensively sound. He's quick. He's strong. Typical Jose Mourinho defender. He does look like he has a mistake in him, and I expect him to make a big mistake this season. But I think we just have to let him play through that. Obviously, if he does need to get taken out of the team for a bit, we have got cover. Chris Smalling, Blind, etc. So I like Bailly. I think it's a fantastic signing, and we got him for a reasonable amount as well. So well done, Henrikh Mkhitaryan coming in. Can't wait to see how he develops. And then of course we brought in Henrikh Mkhitaryan as well, the man from Borussia Dortmund. They're coming for around £27 million, and this guy for me is the bargain of the summer transfer window, not just for Manchester United. Anywhere. Look at the amounts of money that have been spent this summer, and we spent £27 million on this guy who got almost 30 assists and goals combined in the Bundesliga, was the player of the season in the Bundesliga last year. Phenomenal talent, can play in the middle, in the number 10 or wide right. Exactly what we need as well. And we got him without any hassle. It was kind of done before we knew it, and he came to the club. Another solid transfer. Fee, spot on, not wrong with that. And I think if you look at other guys that have gone, it's probably cheap, but he did have 1 year left on his contract, and he came in and he's looking good. Obviously we haven't got to see much of him at the moment, but when he came in against Hull, he showed exactly what he can bring to the team, whether it's playing on a wide right and drifting into that number 10 position or starting in number 10. When he gets the ball, he's always on the move. He's always on the lookout. He's got 360 vision. He knows where everyone is on the pitch. He's got pace. He's got trickery. He's got an eye for a pass, and he's got an eye for a goal. Quality player, and I think he'll become our main man in that number 10 spot. And of course, you come to the big names. We've spoke so much about these guys. Paul Pogba, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. These are the marquee signings of the summer. Zlatan Ibrahimovic coming in for a free. We got Zlatan Ibrahimovic for free. I must say that again. Fantastic signing, and Paul Pogba for a world record fee of £89 million. Combined, Manchester United spent around £150 million, and that wasn't even the most in the Premier League. So happy with our business, man. It's been quality. Zlatan's came in, he's been a breath of fresh air. He's lifted the the mentality, the temperament of the team. He's kind of dragging the best out of everyone else as well. He's a leader on the pitch. He's strong. He's quick. And what surprises me as well, he's 34 years old. And against Southampton particularly, at one point, there was a period of the game where we were playing a lot of short, quick passing moves. And he was in there getting amongst it. And he could keep up with it. Fantastic. Zlatan, Paul Pogba. We haven't got to see the best of him yet. Didn't have the greatest of games against Hull. Had a decent game against Southampton. But we know what he's going to bring to the side. He's going to bring to the side what he should have brought to the side 4 years ago. And he's bringing now that central midfielder that we can build our team around. Paul Pogba, what a signing. So glad he's home. I still can't believe it. Still can't believe I'm seeing Mourinho, Zlatan, Pogba at Manchester United. I just can't get my head around that one. Fantastic summer it's been. And I've mentioned this before as well. One great thing that Mourinho has brought into the club is this change in mentality. We're going to games now expecting to win. Against Hull, going into the last 5 minutes, we expected to get a goal. Against Southampton, we grounded out a victory, a professional 2-0 victory at home. Bournemouth, away from home, a place where we lost last year, 3-1, comfortable victory. He's brought a change in temperament, mentality. We know we're winners again, and that's how Manchester United should be, and that's the best thing Jose has brought in this transfer window. And then, of course, there were the players that left as well. Victor Valdez leaving on a free transfer. Nick Powell on a free transfer. Paddy McNair on a permanent. Will Keane on a permanent. Guillermo Pereira leaving on loan. And then, of course, the other loan moves. Cameron Borthwick, Jackson James Wilson, Andreas Pereira, Adnan Januzaj. And Tyler Blackett has gone to Reading as well to team up with Yap Stam. Those are the players that have left this summer. Obviously, the likes of Paddy McNair, Will Keane, Paddy McNair, Will Keane, Nick Powell. Players that you would have hoped would have developed more at Manchester United. Will Keane, for example, didn't have the break that, say, Marcus Rashford got when there were a few injuries. Will Keane gets injured against Shrewsbury. Martial against Midtjylland in the warm-up. Marcus Rashford plays, takes his chance. And he's never had that kind of opportunity. Obviously, when you break through, you've got to have the talent, but you've got to have a little bit of luck as well. I think Will Keane could do very well for Hull. And obviously, you wish the likes of Paddy McNair, etc. Nick Powell, good luck. Nick Powell especially, he seemed to have fallen out of love with football in the last couple of years. So I hope he can refine his form and his love for the game. Because Nick Powell he was an incredible talent. And obviously, he's gone off the rails a little bit. So hopefully, even at Wigan, let's hope he can get back on track. Because it's not nice to see a young player go away like that. And then the loan moves for me that are key. Cameron Borthwick Jackson to Wolves. I think that's a good move for him. I think he can come back and fight with Luke Shaw for a spot in the team. But ultimately, he's not going to play much football this year. Luke Shaw's a main man at left back. So good move to him. Wolves are an up and coming team as well. New owners. They're going in the right direction. It's a decent move for him. James Wilson going off on loan to Derby County. They've got Darren Bent there up front. So hopefully you can learn a thing or two from him. A player that should have been getting opportunities at the club, just didn't get them, was injured at times, then he went out on loan, etc. If Marcus Rashford, same thing with Will Keane, he hasn't had the opportunities that his talent maybe deserves, but he's got a loan move now to Derby. Let's hope he plays regular football up front with an experienced head like Darren Bent. I hope to see more of him. Andreas Pereira, this is a key one for me, going to Granada where he'll team up with young players like Terrell and Sampa. And they've got a little thing going on there. They'll play football as well. If he can play week in, week out in La Liga, that could be a fantastic move for him. Same goes for Januzaj in the Premier League. And he's already showing glimpses of his talent. These guys need to get first team football. And especially in the sense of Pereira, Januzaj and Cameron Borthwick Jackson. I still think they could have a future at Manchester United. And I could see them coming back. Unfortunately for James Wilson, I can't see that happening with Martial and Rashford there at the club. But again, he's got a big chance to prove himself, maybe get himself a bigger move or get himself a permanent move. So all in all, the outs that have gone out, I can understand them. They make sense. And I've got no qualms with them. So that is pretty much the window. What a good window it has been. I've been absolutely delighted with it. There's only a little cloud hanging over Bastian Schweinsteiger's head at the moment. But everybody else at the club seems to have a belief that they are involved in this squad. Jose Mourinho is keeping everyone involved, and I love to see that the team spirit is phenomenal at the moment. You see the celebrations against Hull when we got that last minute goal, and that's not to say the team spirit wasn't great again under Louis van Gaal, but I think there's a difference here now. Players that aren't playing, don't seem that bothered, but they know they're involved in the team. Memphis wasn't in the squad, but he looks happy at the club, and it seems like Jose Mourinho has put his arm around some of these players and giving them confidence, giving them belief again, to maybe say, look, forget the last 3 years. Go back to the player that you once were. I hear him talking about Memphis and wanting to find the player that he was at PSV. Valencia wanting to find the best out of him, which he has done. Fellaini wanting to bring like the player that he was at Everton out of him. And that's what he can do. He can inspire his confidence in these players. And what I love as well, he's given everybody a chance to prove themselves. If they want to stay, they can stay. Players that he's not wanted, he's been honest with. And even Bastian Schweinsteiger doesn't seem to hold any grudges against him. So I really am impressed with the way he's handled this transfer window. It's been the best transfer window that we've had in a long, long time. And I cannot wait now for the rest of the season. I think it's going to be a great one. I think given the business that we've done, we should be favourites for the title. At least one of the main favourites for the title with City and Chelsea. And I truly believe we will challenge for that. And I've got this sneaky feeling that Manchester United are going to win the title back this year under Jose Mourinho. But of course, anything can happen. So guys, let us know how you feel about the transfer window. How has it gone for you? Were you happy with everything? Do you think we needed some cover maybe at right back, centre half? Maybe. Get your comments in below. Let us know what you think. And what grade would you give Jose Mourinho? I would give him an A. Surely you can't give him anything other than a grade A for this transfer window. Obviously, in hindsight, if we are successful, then you can definitely say that. But at the moment, on paper, it's been a grade A summer transfer window. Guys, thank you for joining us here today. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and subscribe to McKola TV. I'm so close to 25k now, and we want to push on. We want to smash through those barriers and get as close to, I don't know, 50k, 100k maybe. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, comment and share. I've been Adam McKola. This has been McKola TV. Obviously, I'm out of here.